If you have gone for visa interview recently and you have been denied, then this video is for you. Let's get right into the video. Now, the first thing you need to do if you have been denied is don't rush to reapply. Most people, as soon as they are denied and they come back, they go to the bank, buy another visa form and reapply. That can hurt you, because when your visas are denied or when a visa is denied, before you show up, the visa officer expects that a reasonable amount of information, something in your visa application have changed, right? They expect that something significant have changed. So if you are denied and you are quickly rushing to go to reapply, possibility that you'll be denied is high, especially people coming for B1, B2 visa. If your purpose of travel is not an emergency, you're not coming for a funeral, a medical, and it's just your own tourism, your own some conferences that you can skip, I would advise that you take some time, a month, 2, 3, or 4, just to relax, so that you give yourself some time before you go for the visa again. Because when you go and go, the visa officer may think that you are being desperate, and that will affect you. So the first strategy, the first thing I want you to think about is don't rush to reapply. Many people rush, they reapply, they get denied over and over. The more denial you get, the slimmer your chances are getting. So just think strategically about that. The next thing is ask what went wrong. Ask yourself, and here you have to be sincere. You have to be genuinely sincere to yourself. Do you find something you didn't do right? Can you work on it? Did you need to prepare more, or you think your story wasn't believable, right? You must figure out that before you reapply, because when you go, the visa officer is going to ask you what have changed. And let me give you a tip here. When visa officer asks you what have changed, they want to give you the opportunity to tell them, give them information that you couldn't give the last time you applied for the visa interview, and make sure that the information you give is a positive information. There are some visa officers that will ask you that instead of asking what have changed, they will ask you that, why were you denied the last time you were here recently? Why were you denied? Obviously, as a visa applicant, you don't know the reason, the exact reason why you are denied. The visa officer knows, he can see it. So why is he asking you? This is a way to commit you to say something that may contradict something, right? For example, somebody say, okay, I was denied because I didn't have enough money. Perhaps the visa officer in his system, you weren't denied because you didn't have enough money. And that alone will push his attention to say, okay, let me check your money, let me check all that. So when the visa officer asks you, why were you denied? Make sure you say something that will be positive to your case. So I will say that, oh, the last time I believe that I couldn't explain my purpose of travel well to the visa officer. Here, the visa officer would then, okay, give you the opportunity now. Okay, so why are you traveling now? What is the purpose? Right? That gives you an advantage. The last time when I was here, I believe I didn't explain my finances enough to the visa officer. I have this kind of company, I do this, and that was information I didn't bring on board, and I'm happy to share this time. So you try to highlight on something that will be positive to your case. So it is important that you assess yourself what went wrong. And the way you do this is to be genuine. Sometimes we know that perhaps you didn't have a strong purpose of travel, you don't have a good job and all that. And this is also something we can help you do. If you reach out, we'll be able to sit with you, talk to you, and see what went wrong and help you fix it. We have been doing this for a long time, and so we know how to connect you and how to help you in this case, right? So ask yourself what went wrong. That is important. Be sincere, be genuine. Don't be like, when we went for the visa interview, everybody was denied. The visa officer didn't look at anyone's face. Yes, but you are not everybody, right? Sit down and ask what went wrong. The next thing is be careful what you present in your second interview. I have seen many people who comes for coaching, and in their second interview, and by reviewing their first application and connect it to the second, you could see so many inconsistencies. In the first interview, you said you had a brother in the US, you had a relative. When you are filling your visa form for the second interview, you take no for a relative in the US. What have changed? Why is your relative no more in the US? In the first interview, you said, oh, you earn 5,000 Ghana cedis when it comes to the salary side. In the second application, you've put on your visa application form that you earn 15,000. Where is the change coming from? In your first interview, you said your uncle will be sponsoring your studies. Now in your second interview, you are going with your father. So if your father could sponsor you, Why did you present your uncle in the first place? These are inconsistencies you must be careful about. Most people also do not fill their visa form themselves. So after denial and all that, they give inconsistency information on the visa form. This will affect you and you must be careful. The fourth thing is to review your application very well. As I said, most people are too anxious and too focused on getting the visa to the extent that they don't pay attention to the information they put on their DS-160 form. When it comes to the employment, the form will ask you what to do and your responsibility. And somebody will write one line. As a teacher, your responsibility is just one sentence. As a business person, your responsibility is one sentence. These are key areas that visa officers look at to know who you are, to know whether they should grant your visas or not. Because if I could see that you are working with the GRA and you are the tax auditor, you are this and you are doing so much, I know you have responsibility, you are doing a lot. And when I see your salary, it corresponds to what you do, right? So pay attention to what you put on your DS-160. People don't pay attention to it. The DS-160 is one of the most important documents in your visa application. It is a document that will be in the system possibly forever. I've seen people who are so desperate to put on the visa form that they are married, even though they are not married. Now they come to the US and they came for studies. They forgot that when they were filling the form, they put it on the form that they were married, because an agent told them that when you say you are married, it will be a tie to your home country and all that. Okay, so they go in for that. Now they come to the US, they find real love, and now they've forgotten themselves that they have put in the system that they've married. So they marry here in the US, but they don't have any divorce certificate that shows that they have divorced, because to the embassy, to the US system, you are married. So be careful what you put in. Sometimes desperation for visa now make us make a lot of mistakes that affect us in the future. Be careful what you put on your DS-160 form. Be careful if your parents are here and you fill the form that your parents are not here. Assuming you come to the US and something happened and your parents are able to file for you. They can't, because you've already disclosed that your parents are not here. So why can parents who are not here file for you? So be careful what you put on the DS-160 form. Don't take it lightly. Don't just give it to anybody to do it for you. Even if an agent do it for you, make sure you review it. It is your document. When there's a problem, the agent is not going to suffer. You are going to suffer. So make sure you review it. Make sure you go through it. Make sure you request a copy. You see it before it is being submitted. You can read and write. There are a lot of videos out there. We have a lot of videos about filling a DS-160 form. This is actually something you can do yourself. If you have questions, you can send us an email, join our Telegram page. We discuss some of these things. Ask your questions in the comment section. We respond to all comments, as many as we can. Ask your question. It is better to seek help to make the necessary correction rather than to go and mess up, okay? The next thing is to read and learn about the process from the right source. There are a lot of fake news, a lot of videos, a lot of blogs, a lot of things, clickbait and all that. Be able to be discerning. When you read something, verify. Don't take something and from the internet and it is your life. Because when you mess up at the visa interview, you are messing up so many things in your life, right? Because now the world is global. Perhaps this time you may not get a visa now, but very soon, who knows who you are going to be, right? Who knows the position you are going to occupy? And because of a little bit mistake, I know somebody who made a mistake with the letter, forged a letter. I told this guy, be careful. And he has been banned for 10 years. Do you know the implication, right? So be careful, read from the right source. Many people don't research and they only pay attention to agents and friends. Oh, my friend said that, my friend said that. I have people in my DM. Hey, some people are shocked, you know. Even if you screenshot information on the embassy's website to them, they don't trust the embassy website. They trust what their friend says. Meanwhile, what their friends are saying are contrary to what is on the embassy's website. I don't get it. I don't know why we cannot do our own research, even in this time and day where information is out there, right? Viewers don't have time to review documents, right? So it doesn't mean you shouldn't carry your documents. It doesn't mean you should go with also fake documents. Be careful. Fake document. Recently, schools are checking bank statements. Embassies are checking letters. I know Ghana, they have hired a fraud unit. So be careful. Be careful. I always say it. Be careful. Don't follow fake agents and people who mislead you. It is your own life. Take take your life in your own hands, do your own research, and read, ask questions, and finally seek the right help, right? If you need help, just email us, reach out, go to our website. We offer coaching. I will sit down with you, we will talk about it and see how it goes. Of course, you pay a little bit fee for my time. It is normal, it should be, because we put a lot of research to make this video, and most of our videos are extensive. We don't withhold any information. But when you need personalized discussion, there are some people who really need it. Like, I have worked with people who didn't have time to fill their DS-160 or go through so many things. But we have our own way of working that focuses on integrity, honesty, transparency, and confidentiality, right? But most agents don't do that. They will take your Ghana card, your birth certificate, your school certificate, and you have all these important documents plus your passport with an agent. He can use it to mess your life up. So be careful. Seek the right help. Visit our website, ask questions, join our Telegram page, ask questions, email us if you need a one-on-one discussion. Let's have a sit down and talk and see how we go. We offer a lot of scholarship to students, especially people who come from low-income countries. I've had a lot of students who are doing well. They've received scholarship. They are coming to school to study. They don't have anybody to help them in the process, and we are willing to help. That is how we also came here, right? We came to study. We got here so we can give back. So try to seek the right help and try to do the right thing, and I believe you'll be able to succeed. I hope this video helps. Subscribe, like, share, and let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And as always, remember, theology is fine. Trust.